Hello, beautiful Gemini, and welcome into my channel, The Rare Gazelle. My name is Reem, and welcome into your reading. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Gemini, or anyone for that matter. Even if you're not a Gemini, I do trust that there is something in here for you. And a gentle reminder that there are no scheduled readings on this channel. I do readings as I'm guided by the spirits that I work with, and I feel called to do your reading today. Um, Okay, so let's open up the psychic channel. I'm going to connect to my spirit guides, spirit team, and ancestors. Today, I'm also going to be utilizing tarot and oracles to divine your messages, um, to assist in channeling. Okay, so let's just give thanks and connect. Thank you, spirits on the Most High. Thank you, guardian angels and ancestors known and unknown, the most qualified and the most benevolent from the ancient lands of Mesopotamia and Babylon, Iraq, ancient Samaria. Thank you, Goddess Anana Ishtar, and thank you to the Great Divine Mother Ninhursag for your blessings, your life-giving energies, your protection. Thank you for Gemini. Thank you for aligning yourself here today. May you receive these messages with clarity, trust, revelations, free from distortion and delusion. Ashe and Amin. Okay, so the energy signatures of this Gemini collective are quite similar to the previous reading, where you have two prophecies. One of them is seen and visible, and you've been following the threads of it in your birth chart to what's happening, to what's unfolding, and it's unfolding between the months of July and December. So you are in an active prophetic energy at this time. There's a lot of energies from the spiritual realms that are anchoring into your frequency and are taking on form. If there are any stagnant energies, be prepared for the stagnant energies to continue through the process of transmutation. It feels like stagnant energies are going to be taking on a new form or a new result of some kind, okay? There are some new energy signatures here, but I feel like for majority, I'm feeling the same from the previous reading, and I'll link it in the comment section down below. Okay, so I'm getting something about situational. There's a person in your vicinity, in your life that you may perceive as on off or hot cold, but Spirit is advising you that you are only dealing with this person on a situation to situation basis only. You're only meant to be dealing with them when necessary. Okay. I'm hearing Jordania or Jordana. I'm hearing that name, and there's a connection to Sicilian ancestry that's coming through. And then in a larger collective energy, I feel like there's an important upcoming vacation or travel to your ancestors' land, your ancestries. Um, I'm hearing land of opportunity. It feels like this is a trip. It may be like a specific milestone, like age milestone. I'm getting someone is turning 40 your next birthday, and there's a trip that is being planned, or it may even come spontaneous for some of you, and it's to your ancestry's beginnings, okay, the native lands that you are being recalled into. And they're saying it's a land of opportunity for you, okay? It feels like there's a lot of things that will be changed afterwards, or your perspective may change um, on a lot of things, especially around family, okay? Um, some of you may even unearth family secrets. It's something that's coming through as well. Um, okay. Thank you, Spirit. For Gemini, thank you. Oh, interesting. Reconciliations here with the wailing tree. Okay. And protecting the future, the dragon's horde. Okay, this is important. This is really important. You have here 59 and you have here 12. Um, Immediately what I'm getting here with the wailing tree reconciliations, I'm getting someone that is stuck in a reincarnated identity. They keep reincarnating in the same identity over and over and over again. And they're being like they're pushing themselves deeper into the past while you are moving towards the future, like you are setting into your future. And this was really interesting because I kept feeling as if you had spiritual energies that were um, settling into your frequency. So there's a lot of spiritual energies right now that are anchoring into your frequency to take on a new form. That's this future energy. Okay, with the keys that are descending on these eggs, these are what you have planted. Um, which is what we talked about in your previous reading, that you have completely like set a future course, and this is where you are in. You have like completely shifted or aligned yourself to the future energies. Like you are focused on producing the future and the future only. And there is someone here that is stuck in the past. And Spirit is saying very specifically that they keep looping or repeating a past reincarnation, a past reincarnated identity. And you can see here the face in the tree. With the burning tree, you can see the tree is like burning as if it's like this phoenix like energy of destruction and then rebirth. But their phoenix energy is not, how do I even explain that? Their phoenix energy, it's almost like it doesn't, I'm getting something about like a gateway and access. It doesn't give them access to the future. Their phoenix energy is quite dense. They do go through transformations, they do go through endings and rebirth, but they rebirth themselves into the same identity that they've reincarnated over and over and over again in this lifetime. They can't like reconcile with themselves. They can't reconcile with their true self or their true identity. They can't reconcile with the past even as well. Like they're having trouble accepting a past situation and a present situation. And I feel like the present situation is you shifting into the future. They can't even reconcile and accept that you are moving in the future. I'm getting something really interesting where like I'm seeing this energy descend, right? This is you, this is your spiritual energies from the prophecy that's unfolding between, the months of July and December. So you're in this active prophetic energies that are descending and they are settling into your frequency. I'm noticing that there's no I don't know why, but there's like no strings here. There's no strings. You're not attached. You're not attached to this person at all. So I feel like there's someone here that's like almost throwing a tantrum. They're giving me a lot of like excess heat, excess energy, um anger, resentment, fear. There's so much they could even be like arguing with you about an energy that they're not reconciling with. I feel like you have reconciled with it, but they have not. That's what I'm seeing here. Spirit is really advising you to not connect yourself with this person because then you would be put in the past. You are in the future. You are not in the past. This person is stuck in a reincarnated identity over and over and over again. If you were to tether yourself to this person, you would actually add karma onto your life. Like you would be looping and repeating what you freed yourself from. I'm getting an interesting energy here. I'm hearing it's not a rescue, it's an agreement. It's not a rescue, it's an agreement. Why is this rescue? Like I almost want to say like you don't need to rescue this person. What they're going through is an agreement that they have to reconcile with. Okay, that's something that I'm also seeing, but I feel like they're actually taking me to the past a little bit. They are. Okay, they're taking me to the past, not a little bit. They're okay, they're taking me into the past. This person like offered you something. They offered, they gave you, whether it was a friendship, an energy, like a shoulder to cry on. Maybe they gave you money. I don't know. Maybe there's something here that they gave you. And it was medicine. It was something to aid you, to help you, to assist you. And I'm sensing like the depth of your gratitude is deep with when it comes to this person. Like you are deeply grateful for what they gave to you, what they offer to you. Again, it could just be like a friendship, a connection, just connecting yourself with this person and all of the things that you have learned. But this person is like stuck on what they actually handed to you. This could be physical, again, this could be physical or an energy. This could be their time, their love, whatever this may be. They're stuck on the giving of it because there's something in return that they're not either getting or they're not understanding what the return actually is for them. And it's the lesson. I feel like the both of you met at like particular um frequencies, particular aspects of yourself. And this person offered you a graceful energy and you received it and you took that and you went with it like it was, and you learned your lessons. You freed yourself even from your karmic identities. You freed yourself from that. But this person is holding on to like they're holding on to this identity and they're holding on to what they gave you. They're not seeing the agreement. They're not seeing the real lesson of if they were to reconcile with themselves, they were to understand that what it was between the both of you was an important lesson for them to receive. That's what they can take away from this, but they're not taking that away. They're completely they're completely stuck and stagnant in what they cannot reconcile. And Spirit is saying that again, it's not a rescue, it's an agreement. This person perhaps has the perception that they rescued you, or that they helped you, and they aided you, and they assisted you, and they guided you, and they're seeing that as rescue, but Spirit's like, mm-mm, no, it's an agreement. Does this make sense? This is what I'm seeing. Um, I truly feel like these prophecies for you that are unfolding, and this one prophecy I'm hearing that is starting it all. It's starting. These prophetic energies are the beginning of your future. This person can't even reconcile. They can't accept that. It's almost like they want you to stay in the past with them. They want you to stay in this identity. Okay, this is so interesting. I'm seeing that this person, the reason why they're stuck on this identity, um, it's because it serves their grand-sized ego, like it serves them. It feeds their ego. It's an identity that gives them some kind of, not, I don't know if it's like authority, but it gives them like, they feel like they have power in this identity, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, the lost compass, getting back to integrity. Yeah, this person is lost. They keep repeating again, over and over and over again. Um, I feel like you're starting to see that this person is acting without integrity. These prophetic energies are highlighting to you the agreements that you are no longer subject. You're no longer a subject. You're no longer subject to them. You don't have an obligation. And I feel like that's why Spirit was saying situation to situation basis only. It's only situational. So I feel like you're dealing with this person only when necessary. And that's really important to protecting your future. That's very important to protecting your future. Spirit is saying, yeah, if you were to go back and connect yourself with them, you would create a bind. You would create a bind. You would feel lost in their wilderness. You would feel lost in their wilderness. You would feel like you can't anchor yourself in their wild, because they're in this wild, destructive, low vibrational frequency. And I feel like it is a phoenix frequency, but it's low and it's dense and it's heavy, and it has no exit or access point to the rebirthing of a new energy. It rebirths itself in the same reincarnated identity over and over again. So you would create a bind for yourself, okay? Yeah, you're completely moving into the new beginning, Moon Maiden, number 41 here. That's what you're beginning. I'm also feeling a horde of spirits. As soon as I started to tap into, first Spirit's message saying situational. You're only dealing with this person when necessary, because that is how you can protect your future. As soon as I said that, I started to see a horde of spirits around you. Yeah, opportunity. Wow. Okay, let's talk about your new beginning and your new opportunities. Yeah, I keep feeling this person is so stationed. They're so stationed in who they are. Uh, okay. Your new beginning. You have here the caterpillar. You may be seeing caterpillars. Cats may also be a familiar of yours. Some of you may be familiar or you connect yourself to dragon energy. Okay. Um, so I'm seeing these kinds of spirits here in the space. So you have familiars, cats. Um, if you're the caterpillar, that may be an omen of the beginning of opportunities for you in this space. Okay. And I'm also seeing dragon energy. Okay. Dragon spirits in this space as well. Um, your opportunities are, this is interesting because in the prophecy message, your last reading, we were talking about the prophecy that's unfolding right now, the one that you're active in, the one that you're moving through right now up until December. That's the first prophecy that is beginning, right? That's starting it all. Um, I was saying that you're going to be experiencing many firsts, many firsts. So you're going to have opportunities where you will have your many firsts. That's coming through again. That's very evident. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what opportunities you will have here. Thank you, Spirit. This group of Geminis, you are closing out a lot of like, I feel soul contracts, or this one particular soul contract is being closed out. Some of you may be noticing other soul contracts that you have with people that you love, people that are really close to you, are going to be readjusted. The frequencies of those relationships are going to change. Okay, so you're going to have that kind of opportunity. Okay. What kind of opportunities are taking form for Gemini? What kind of opportunities are taking form for Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Wands. Wow. Yeah, honey. I mean, yeah, you're just leaving them to their destruction. This person's like very self-sabotage, very forceful, even like a forcing their offerings on you or something like that, forcing what they forcing what they want to give you or what they think they can give you. Don't take the bait. Okay, this keeps coming out. So this does feel like a warning. Don't take what this person is forcefully offering you. They're only offering it to you because they can't reconcile with who they are. They can't accept the situation for what it is. Okay. You don't need to bind yourself to this person. You don't need to bind yourself to the past. You're completely moving forward. Some of you have an opportunity to travel. Some of you have an opportunity. Okay, I don't know what this means. I'm hearing taking your future ahead. What does that mean? Oh, I'm seeing like a build. Okay, taking your future ahead. Um, I feel like they're talking about something, taking something further, more like building up on something. Um, like I'm seeing like you've planted the seeds, right? And spirit, these are the prophetic keys, so to speak, that are unlocking your future for you, right? And these opportunities are beginning. And as they begin, they can build on top of one another, taking the future ahead. Um, what is this specifically? Some of you, this could be like your business or your career. Taking your career and like building upon your career, building your network. For some of you, you're building a network. Um, some of you are like, maybe you started at the bottom and now you are, you have a newer role, you have a newer status or title, and then you're getting new responsibilities and like so on and so forth. And, this opens you up to new, um, I'm hearing higher things in the sky. Like you're kind of like reaching a higher energy in the sky. So this future, these opportunities that are beginning in your future are opportunities that you can build upon, like what you already have, and like you can set your sights higher, okay? Higher things in the sky. Um It feels like you have the ability to take something further, okay? That's like generally speaking. Um, the next level that you wanted, the next step you can finally take. They're saying this is connected to the stagnant energies, okay? The stagnant energies that they channeled earlier. If there are any stagnant energies in your life right now, they will be moved, they will be mobilized through the transmutation process. They're going to start to move. Um, so you're gonna see your manifestations, or you're gonna see um any energies in your life that have stagnated or paused or stopped are going to get moving. But Spirit is saying prepare for them to take on a new form. Okay, prepare for them to result, or their outcome may be different. Interesting. I'm seeing like a vision board. And I'm seeing someone like have a vision that they've wanted. It's Yeah, it's like better than what you dreamed of or better than what you have envisioned. Like it's giving me that energy. Um, it's going to appear differently. But the core of what you want is going to, yeah, the core of what you want, right? The seed is going to remain the same, but it's going to manifest differently. Okay, so prepare for that. I'm also getting this message like some of you may have planned to travel to like one country, and then you have an opportunity open up and you can travel to four. Like there's going to be, like, you thought that you could only travel to one place, you're going to be traveling to four different countries. Like I'm seeing that. And that's going to manifest differently in different areas of your life. You may have thought you will only get one client, you're going to have the opportunity for four more, or like eight, 10, 12, 20, 100, so on and so forth. Like that's what I'm seeing with this build. Okay, it's going to build. Your future is going to build up towards the sky. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Your future is going to build up towards the sky. Okay. What other opportunities here? Some of you may get an opportunity to like renovate your home is also something that I'm seeing here. Oh, okay. No, well, yes, Spirit is saying for some of you, yes, but some of you, there's there's a message specifically in this Gemini group where you thought renovating your home is the action to bring in a new energy of the future, to bring in and Spirit has another plan. Spirit has another plan. You're actually going to find the home that has every idea in your renovation vision. You're going to have a new home that embodies all of that. It's something you're going to find a home that embodies all of that, is what I'm seeing here. Um, 888 is an angel number that I'm seeing immediately. You have here the Hanged Man in the reverse. Interesting. Sorry, one second. This is a strong Pisces energy. Some of you are connected to a Pisces. Um, Three of Swords. Yeah, okay. Yeah, more Pisces energy here with the Page of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is again talking about reconciliations, okay, with Judgment here. Um, is this the same person? Yeah. This message has been coming out constantly. And this is the third time that I'm saying it on the channel. Grudges stop the clock. Forgiveness moves the clock forward. Grudges deny and neglect any presence of new material from forming. And that's why I kept seeing this person's phoenix like vibration not be where it needs to be. This person, I'm telling you, they will keep kind of coming up. Whether you have this person in your friends group, whether you have this person that associates to, people in your life, you may hear their name from time to time, things like that. So even if they are not present, their energy will be through people's experiences, or maybe they were recently seeing this person. Um, they spoke to this person, or they saw something about this person and you hear about it. So even though their presence may not be so active in your world, it feels like it's active in others. You're actually gonna start to see in your dynamics which people are in the past, which people are in the present, and which people are in the future. That's also something that I'm seeing here. Because this Three of Swords is like not letting go. This Hanged Man in the reverse is a perspective that they are unwilling to break out of, break free from. There's a lot of grudges here with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So your future, you're going to have a lot of opportunity to see people and what timelines they're really at. That's an opportunity of observation, because that kind of observation is going to inform you, Eight of Wands, of where you should actually be placing your energy. Because if you talk to this person may be really in the past. How much of your energy do you want to give to that past? Okay, that's very important. So you are in observation, in the recognition of where people are at and what timelines they're actually in. That's really important in protecting your future. I feel like Spirit is giving you tools, maybe even codes in this reading, I don't know, of like the opportunities and the observation and the information to of sight to help protect your future even more so than it is already protected by the horde of spirits around you. What are some ways you can be active in protection? Observation is one of them. This is really important. That's a massive opportunity. They're saying that to me again, so maybe this is someone's mantra. Observation is an opportunity to be informed. Nine of Cups in the reverse. You will have an opportunity to have fulfillment. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Even though it's in the reverse, actually, this is what you are moving towards. You're moving towards fulfillment. Some of you may have been born in the year 89 is something that I'm seeing here. 89. Some of you, your desires or your fulfillment has completely simplified by fine tuning your requirements, not lowering your standards, but by fine tuning your requirements of what you want, are simplifying your desires. Like it's more narrowed in. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You're narrowing in on what really fulfills you. You're narrowing in on what actually brings you fulfillment. You're narrowing in on what are your real wishes and your real prayers and where you are praying from, what identity of yours, what aspect of yours, your spirit, your soul, where's your intention coming from? What's the force? What's the fuel? That's what you're using and that's what you're aware of. That's very important for these opportunities to come into fruition because you have to remember what is fueling all of this. Your energy is fueling all of this. So a lot of you are narrowing in on your desires and that's what you're moving towards here. Ace of Pentacles. Um yeah, look at that. Man, it's all around you. This is a crazy thing. It's like it's all around you, but it's not. Does that make sense? Like even though you're in the future, you are constantly interacting with people on a different timeline, constantly. But it's your awareness and it's your opportunity to observe that protects you from absorbing or falling into or slipping into those timelines and getting yourself stuck. You're not risking your future. You're not risking your opportunities for anyone's ego or comfort. I'm telling this person and these people, because for some of you, it's more than one, they cannot reconcile with themselves. They cannot accept a situation. That's you. Nine of Pentacles. Man, 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 man. Look at this. The Devil in the reverse. And this is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and you can see the devil right now. Is at the top of the wheel in the reversed. That's the setback. That's moving back in time. You are moving forwards. This is what this prophetic energy is going to show you. Hold on. Okay. They're saying prophecies move the energies forward. Prophecies move the energies forward. Self-fulfilling prophecies oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes moves the energy backwards. This Ace of Pentacles, for some of you, Okay, someone has a 19-year-old child. Someone has a 19-year-old child is what I'm seeing here. Well, I guess now they're a young adult, being 19, I suppose. But I'm seeing that here. Okay, they're kind of like going off on their own is something that I'm seeing. Um, I'm seeing someone has like separation anxiety. I don't know if this is you, but someone has a 19-year-old and I don't know if they're going off to college or oh, okay. This won't be for all of you. This feels quite specific. Some of you, you have a 19-year-old child who is going to be switching universities or majors or minors. Majors, it feels like a major, not a minor, like in studies, like in colleges. It feels like they're changing their major, okay? Their main area of study is what they are changing. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that one. Yeah, it feels like they like what they're studying as their minor, but it feels like their major, they're not quite happy with it. They're not happy with it. They're gonna find a different major and switch. Okay. And it's going to bring them a lot of opportunities in their future. They feel like they feel like themselves. They feel like they can independently take it on. They feel like this is them, okay? This is who they are, okay? Is something that I'm seeing here. Um, there's like one parent that maybe not happy with it because there's like one parent that really wanted them to study their original major because it like followed suit. Yeah, it followed suit to like the family or like what that parent had studied or something like that. Yeah, but they're finding their personal power. Um, or what feeds their personal power, okay? Um, Some of you are like really taking a chance on yourself, is what I'm seeing here with the Nine of Pentacles, and it's really going to pay off. Some of you have a great idea that you want to move forward, that you want to push forward. Some of you are going to get an investor that surprises you, or that may come out of left field, or that may, okay, there's something about Mars. I'm not an astrologer, so but I do channel the planet sometimes. Actually, most of the time I do. There's something about Mars being conjunct too. Mars conjunct. I don't know if it's like your main sign, your sun sign. Um, I hope I'm saying that correctly, but I'm seeing that with the Tower because these cards are shifting to other messages right now. When Mars is conjunct, that's how Spirit is saying it. When Mars is conjunct, there's an opportunity with an investor that comes in for you that is going to take your idea that you have independently worked on for some time. You may have lost hope on it, but it's almost like they reinvigorate it. They bring it back to life, or they can really take it and give it life once again. Okay, it's something that I'm seeing here. They take it to the next level for you, and this is going to bring you an abundant amount of money as well, and security and stability. Okay. Um, mm, I think that's all I'm seeing for that right now. If anything comes up, I will obviously share. Let's see your angel number. Yeah, I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing don't take what this person is offering you or what they think that they can offer you. There's better offers coming for you. Okay?
Here you have 1212 persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. Oh, happy day, an ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. Okay, so there's no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. Like, this is literally spirit. That's why spirit said, don't take their opportunity. There's better opportunities coming for you. And then they brought out that card because they're saying these opportunities are coming. Okay, you have quite literally created this shift with your persistence and your alignment. Okay, as soon as they pop up, take immediate action. Okay, as soon as they pop up, take immediate action. I'm also seeing 819 as a what is that called? Postal? No. Area code, postal code, area code, postal code, zip code, something like that. 819. I don't know. That's coming through. Let's get you one more. So 1212 here. Okay. Well, two came out. You have here 111, intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self realization, taking action. Again, that's here two times. Take immediate action when this pops up. Okay. And unconditional love. It's time to implement your long cherished idea, excuse me. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. So, happiness and new opportunities are at hand. There's that opportunities for the third time and trust in the process. So, Spirit is really confirming that message about an investor reinvigorating or really has the capabilities, the finances, the financial means to push an idea that you've independently been working on for a very long time. These long cherished ideas that you have had. Okay, there's an investor coming. It's a resource. Okay. And here you have 1616 readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self control is sufficient to making things right. That's what's going to be important right now for you. Your level of self control to observe, because observation is an opportunity, right? And I forget what they said after that, but it was a key affirmation. um, okay. I'd have to go back to look at that. Okay, we're moving forward. Your level of self-control is sufficient to making things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Okay, be careful of that. Um, Everything will fall to pieces and then fall into place. Um, I feel like the past energy is a warning. Okay, I have to use discernment as a messenger. This group of Geminis, if you are resonating with this, it does not feel like the person from your past or whoever this person is that is stuck in the past timeline. It doesn't feel like there's a new beginning with them. You'll actually bind yourself to the past timeline that you freed yourself from. Okay. Um, if you are in a current relationship that you have the capabilities to readjust with and grow with, you're taking both of you into the future. Okay, you are producing the futures together. Okay, and for those of you that are single, there's a new epic romance in the cards for you. Okay, so again, your angel numbers are 111, 12, 12, and 1616. Okay, intuition, persistence, and readjustments. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into your love messages. This will not be limited to romance. I'll just look at if there are any new messages coming through regarding your dynamics, not limited to romance. Okay, for Gemini. Okay, for Gemini and their love life. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, you have here honestly discuss your feelings with each other in the reverse and attraction. You attract more romantic love by choosing, by enjoying this moment fully. Reading upside down. Okay, one more. Thank you. And wedding. Ooh, okay. The situation involves marriage. Um, okay, I'm seeing this in a few different ways. If you are currently in a marriage, okay, if you are in a marriage with a spouse, there is something that's not allowing you to enjoy the present moment with them. There's something that you are not honestly discussing. And by resisting this conversation, by not honestly discussing your feelings with each other, you're unable to be in the present moment. Okay. But this is a marriage. This feels like this is, coming up in the upright, and all of these, both of these cards are in the reverse, but marriage is in the upright. It feels like you have a pretty solid foundation in your marriage. But there's something here that is preventing you from being in the moment. Okay. So communicating to your partner, talking to your partner will help you, and also keeping an open mind about your options. Not like options with like people, like other connection or making other connections. That's not what I meant. Options being like to the situation at hand. So there's like a difficulty, there's a challenge or an obstacle, but there are uh, options for the solution. Like there's more than one solution that is being presented to you. And I feel like you're open to a solution, or you're open to one solution, an option that that your spouse or that your partner is not open to, or you have a fear of communicating to them that you are thinking of this option, you are thinking of this solution, in fear that they may not back it up or not say yes to it. Okay, so Spirit is bringing that forward. Um, For those of you that are single, you do have marriage in your future is also something that I'm seeing here. There is a high probability, it's highly likely that marriage is in your future is something that I'm seeing here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Um, Yeah, I feel like if you're single, you have taken time off from dating. Okay, it's the separation card is telling me that you haven't dated or you haven't talked to anybody. You are starting to get into your lighthearted energy. You're starting to be really playful, but you've been separated from a playful like energy for some time. And so it's taking you a little bit of, readjusting here to get into a playful energy. Okay, but keep an open mind. Your soulmate is gonna differ. Okay. Um, Reconciliation again. Okay, be careful of that, please. Be careful. Okay. You have here getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like for those of you that are single and like starting to talk to someone, or if you are in the beginning stages of talking to someone, you're just beginning to reveal. Some of you are going to have to make some readjustments when it comes to seeing a different side of the person that you have been getting to know. So they may tell you something, and there's going to have to be a readjustment on your part, like shifting your perspective, seeing it from their side, opening your heart, feeling, compassionate, or being in the presence of unconditional love. It feels like this person is beginning to show more of who they are to you, and you have to readjust. It feels like this person is seeking comfort in your acceptance of them. And I think vice versa as well. As you reveal yourself to this person, you're seeking comfort in their acceptance of you. Um, I feel like you're in a position to unconditionally love someone. I feel like you're in a position to really open your heart and your mind to someone. I feel like you're in a position to not be surprised by what you hear or be shocked by what you hear. Like, you're ready to accept someone fully, is what I'm saying with this Gemini group. And you've been separated from the wholeness of someone. And I feel like that's really important for you to really see the fullness and the wholeness of another person, and you're ready for that. So, honestly, discuss your feelings. Communication is very important, being present. Some of you that are dating, that's like a struggle. You're dating and you're noticing that people don't listen, or they're not an active listener, they're not an active participant in the conversation. That's an indication for you that perhaps that's not the right person for you. Okay. So I feel like those that are single, you're getting to know multiple people at this time. Okay. All right, let's get some. Okay, so they brought out December. We're just gonna get some quick fortunes. You have here April. This could be in the past, April of 2025. This could also denote the future, April 2026. And you have here December of 2025 coming through. Oh yes, and I said that in your last reading that this prophetic energy is unfolding between July and December. So that's here. And then you have May. Okay, that's interesting. They're bringing out next year as well. That could be when the second prophecy comes through. I haven't received any messages about that, but we'll get that. We'll get there when we get there. You have here September and November and December, and then April and May of next year. Interesting. Okay. For Gemini, thank you, Spirit, for Gemini. Anything else for Gemini? Great personal sorrow, the teardrops. That's that Three of Swords that we saw earlier. Okay. Um, I feel like that sits with that other person. This also may sit with you, right? As you readjust to your future timeline, as you make these readjustments and you observe and you begin to see who really sits in what timeline and how much of your energy can you give so um, that you don't slip, right? That you don't slip back into timelines that you freed yourself from. It could bring a lot of sorrow. It can bring a lot of grief, right? It's not an easy acceptance. Okay, so I'm saying that. Okay, you have here the Fly, a period of ill health and depression. You have here someone new is entering your life. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be meeting new people, okay? New resources, networking, right? That investor, that's also this new person that's entering your life that's gonna take what you have been independently working on. They're really going to reinvigorate it and move it to the next level. For some of you, this is love. Excuse me. There's someone in the family that's actually depressed. I don't know. I don't feel like this is your energy. It feels like around you. This could be a family member who is depressed, or they are constantly getting sick, or they're just not feeling well. Their energy is low. They're going through some great personal sorrow that they may not be communicating to you about. You may see that this person is not very present when there are gatherings or something like that. Okay, just maybe check up on that person. That's very important. I am saying that. Okay. If this is you, for some of you, it may be you. Okay. I always put like help guides, in my description box because you really never know like what someone is going through. And that's why it's so important to like be kind and attentive and careful, with words and like what messages come through. It's really very important because you never really know like why someone is wanting or needing a message from spirit. So if this is you, I'm sending you love, and I do have um I do have some like helpful articles that I found, just, if you need an extra hand or if you need to call someone. Okay, it's really important. Um, you have here the beetle, good fortune. Okay, that's your energy. That's your energy of good fortune, right? That's this, that Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Um, I feel like you're entering a time of good fortune. You're entering a time where you feel very fortunate. And that feeling of fortunate is not just inner, but it's going to, oh, okay, they're saying it's going to reflect the fortunate and the gratitude that you feel on the inside. Your material world is going to mirror the fortunate and the gratitude that you feel on the inside. Okay, so I'm seeing that here with the beetle. Okay, some of you may see beetles as a good omen. And you also have the caterpillar as also a good omen. You have here the ant, work, achievement, success. Okay, that goes back to this. You also have here the boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Yeah, yeah. Gemini, you have your future that is setting in, and these prophetic energies that are anchoring into your frequency, are going to bring you prosperity and good fortune. Okay, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. You have worked hard. You're going to go through milestones of achievement and success. Okay, that's going to bring you even more good fortune. Remember, your future is stacking up. Okay, it is piling up. You're reaching towards the sky, better, better things. Okay. Um, I feel the psychic channel just kind of dwindling down a little bit. Let me just see if there's anything else with this boat. So maybe there is an inheritance coming. Okay, it may come through some kind of sorrow or a loss, and you're getting an inheritance. My condolences to you. I am seeing that for someone out there. Spirit is also saying, like, within your ancestry, within your culture, there's a lot of superstition of like red. I think red in Chinese culture is like the color of prosperity and abundance. Like, I'm seeing something like that. Um, so there's like some superstition, but those are like, um, there's something within your ancestry that you can like attract this good fortune, and you're being guided to look at your cultural traditions when it comes to attracting good fortune and bringing the boat in your direction. Okay. And I'm seeing for some of you like wearing the color red, prosperity, good fortune, luck. um Yeah. Okay, so look towards that. So Gemini, this was your reading. I trust that this resonated. I trust that this helped. Thank you for aligning yourself here today. Personal readings will reopen September 1st. I am so excited. I will be making an announcement shortly and officially in the next upcoming days. And if you feel guided to work with this channel more, you can sign up and become a member. Thank you so much, Gemini, and I will see you next time.